What if mining a cryptocurrency didn't waste a single watt? Because the exact same work that secures the chain also runs real artificial intelligence. No riddles, no useless hashing. You point a GPU at it, it serves AI, and it pays you in coin. That's the bet behind Pearl, and I actually mind it. Let's trace it. Here's the dirty secret of proof of work. Bitcoin is secured by computers racing to guess numbers, quintillions of guesses a second, that are useful for exactly nothing except security. Meanwhile, AI is projected to eat a massive share of the world's electricity this decade. Two giants, fighting over the same power plugs, and one of them is burning that power on busywork. Pearl's idea is almost cheeky. Replace the useless guessing with the one operation that powers all modern AI, matrix multiplication. The same multiply and add that runs a language model becomes the proof of work. They call it proof of useful work. One GPU cycle, two payoffs. It answers a real AI request, and it mints the native coin, they say, at almost no extra cost. Bitcoin monetizes security. Pearl monetizes security and utility. And this isn't an anonymous meme coin. Pearl comes out of Pearl Research Labs, led by Omri Weinstein, a theoretical computer scientist, professor at Columbia and the Hebrew University, formerly at NVIDIA. The white paper reads like an academic paper. There's a public team, and we'll get to it. A real partnership with a serious AI company. Keep that in mind when we weigh the risks later. So how do you turn a multiplication into a lottery you can't cheat? 3 moves. 1. The miner doesn't just multiply the matrices, it adds secret noise first, runs the product, then subtracts the noise back out. That makes the work verifiably hard, but still exact. 2. The result is chopped into tiles, and each tile is hashed with Blake-3. A tile only counts as a winning block if its hash lands below a difficulty target. That's the proof of work part, the lottery. 3. To prove you really did the computation without leaking a client's private data, Pearl wraps everything in a plonky 2-0 knowledge proof. Small, fast to check, and remember this, hash-based. Now, what is the GPU actually computing? Real models. Pearl ships a VLM plugin and Perl-certified versions of open models. The default isn't some toy. It's Llama 330, 70 billion parameters, the most downloaded of the bunch. There's also a Gemma model and a small Llama 8BB. And here's a question I had too. Are they stuck on a mid-sized model like Gemma forever? No. What? The protocol is model agnostic. Any model can be certified and added. Gemma was just the cheap public endpoint. The network already mines on the bigger Llama 70B, and nothing stops a more capable model from joining the list. The money side is Bitcoin with the rough edges sanded off. Hard cap, 2.1 billion coins. But instead of Bitcoin's brutal halvings, emission decays smoothly, roughly 1/t squared, so about half the supply is out after the first 4 years. Blocks every 194 seconds, difficulty retuned every block. And they claim no premonine, no team tokens, no public sale. Make of that what you will, we'll stress test it. The credibility signal. Together AI, a serious AI cloud, shipped a live inference endpoint running a Pearl model, and made it over 25% cheaper, with the discount paid for by the coins the work mints. That's the whole thesis in one product. The mining subsidizes the AI. When an established company puts that in production, it's no longer just a white paper. And it's live. Mainnet launched in April 2026. As I'm recording, the chain is past block 66,000. Blocks are landing every few minutes, and each one is paying its miner on the order of a couple thousand coins. Real chain, real blocks, real payouts. And this isn't theory for me. Right now, on my own hardware, a fleet of GPUs is mining Pearl. You're looking at it. Real cards, real heat, real hash rate, all pointed at the network. I'm not going to flash a wallet on screen, that's nobody's business, but I'll give you the honest market picture instead. Because here's what the hype videos skip. The profitability is already sliding. A top-end RTX 5090 that printed money in April was down to roughly $17 a day by late May. More miners pile in, difficulty climbs, rewards thin out. Classic new coin gold rush. Early is early, but the easy money cools fast. Let me separate the real risks from the fake ones. First, a myth. People assume a chain like this is quantum weak. The opposite. Pearl was built post-quantum on purpose. Hash-based signatures, a hash-based zero-knowledge system, and a hash-based proof of work that a quantum computer can only dent, not break. On quantum, it's actually stronger than Bitcoin. The real risks are economic. 1. Does enough paid AI demand exist to consume all this work? Without buyers, useful work quietly becomes expensive busy work. 2. Centralization. Serious AI runs on giant H200 farms, so your gaming GPU can get squeezed out, exactly like ASICs did to Bitcoin miners. 3. It's young and richly valued. A multi-billion-dollar price tag on a chain that's weeks old leaves a lot of room to fall. My verdict? Pearl is one of the most genuinely interesting ideas in crypto right now. It takes proof of work's biggest criticism, the waste, and turns it into the product. The engineering is real, and the team is credible. But it is early, the mining economics are already cooling, and the whole thing lives or dies on real AI demand. A potential game changer, not a proven one. Worth watching closely. Worth mining cautiously. The projects I'm tracing next are all in the free Discord, link below. This was Trace. I'll see you in the next one. 26 days after listing, let's check back in. The price crashed. PRL is down to about 40 cents. And the mining? An RTX 5090 that earned $33 a day now makes $3.46. The gold rush is over. So, is the hype already dead? Here's the question that actually matters. Who uses the model? On Together AI, Pearl's own Gemma model costs 28 cents in, 86 out per million tokens. For an open model you can run on your own GPU, for free. So, why pay? And yet, give it credit. 6 mining pools are still pointed at the network, from data center farms down to consumer cards. The chain is live. The blocks keep coming. The tech is real. Whether the market agrees, that's the part to watch.